down the hammer and pick up the pencil. You're about to listen to the Savvy Radio Show. Learn from real-life real estate investors, experience revealed with the Savvy Landlord as your
bang,
host.
Bang, you tuned in to the Savvy Radio Show. Woo! It's the fall, it's chilly, and I hope you're getting out there and getting it done and staying warm. Man, my life, hopefully yours, is doing good. Good in the sense of growth. Man, I don't know if you've been following me on the podcast, but I don't know if I mentioned this, and I may repeat myself, and I apologize in advance, but I'm going back to the old school. How did I get here? What books did I read? What mentors? What did they say to me? And I'm going back, and I'm trying to duplicate what I've done so far, but accelerate it. So the success that you may have in 10 years, can I get it done in 2.5? And so I'm going back and reading books and scaling certain areas of my life, letting things go, and absorbing as much content as humanly possible. And I think whenever you're ready, the books will come. And like random people in my life, I mean, people that I don't even holler at on a regular basis are dropping nuggets, dropping books, and I'm just gobbling them up. Anyway, this new homeboy that's in my life, I've learned a lot from him already. He just dropped a book on me, and I was like, oh, okay, you know. And at first, it was kind of like he's kind of a different individual where he's kind of more of a private. I don't know a lot about him, and I probably could if I would contribute more to his life, like spending more time. And he's real respectful for me and encourages me, and because I give a lot of advice, I guess, or time. And then one day at the office, it was just like this little goodie bag for my birthday. And there was this book in there. And I was like, oh. And I saw the book and I kind of blew it off at first. It looks like a regular small hardback book. It looks a little tattered. You know, I was like, okay. And then I was like, oh, it says The Secrets of the Richest Man Who Ever Lived. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, here you go. I know this already. Right? Because I'm already focused, hyper-focused, and about what I'm reading, where I'm going, and what courses I'm going through again and again and again. And then I didn't really recognize this name on here, and it says Dr. Mike Murdoch. And so, you know, I get the book, I kind of flip through it. I'm like, cool, you know. He's like, hey, man, there's a couple places I've already highlighted. I'm like, oh, man, this dude gave me a used book, which that's cool because I like used books. I like to recycle things. And then I was flipping through it. I was like, okay, cool. He wrote me this cool letter on the inside. He's like, oh, gee, here's a small token of my appreciation. Although you've only been in my life a short amount of time, I appreciate your friendship. And I was like, man, so the word friendship has been just gnawing at me lately. And I've been trying to write this podcast soon about what is a friend, how do you act a friend, and how do you be a friend? And so I've been working on that. But anyway, this book, touched me. So I read it and I posted a couple things on Facebook about this book. And so the other night I was hanging out with my daughter and, you know, we do these 20 minutes of reading, and I sat down and I read chapter 2 and I was blown away. Ladies and gents, not sure why or how these books are appearing in my life. Some of this content is so elementary, but it is extremely powerful. I mean, wow, I see now, I see things differently now. The scales have been lifted off. And anyway, so I got a bunch of stuff coming your way, but I mean, I'm just emotional because all these books are flooding into my mind. So anyway, so this book is called The Secrets of the Richest Man That Ever Lived. And then I flipped through it and I thought it was Solomon, the dude in the Bible. And I'm like, okay, you know, but I read this chapter 2 and it blew my mind. And I'm going to drop it off on you right here real fast. It says Solomon, you know, I'm reading it. It says Solomon developed a passion for his dream. I mean, don't we all have a passion for our dream? Don't we all want to live our dream? Don't we all want success? Don't we all want to do well? Don't we all want to give back, I guess? He says, most people never pursue their own inner passion. You know, at first I read that, I'm like, yeah, that's the 90. That's the 98%. That's the 99%. Most people never pursue their passion. I get it. You know, I've accepted the fact just recently that some people get it, some people don't get it. You can't force them to get it. You just gotta let them go. And it says, passionate people become powerful people. Okay. Passionate people generate enthusiasm. Okay, I get it. Passionate people create waves of favor. Okay, a little drip of Jim Rohn in there, a little Brian Tracy. I feel you. I feel you, Dr. Mike Murdoch. Okay, so you're just regurgitating some stuff. Passionate people stay focused on their dreams. Interesting. He goes, Solomon had a passion of great, magnificent. Oh, man, I'm tired, so you're going to have to deal with it. An incredible amount for a man. Okay, anyway, this is Solomon had a passion to create a magnificent and incredible monument to God, the temple and house of the Lord. He did not consult a committee. He did not ask his nieces, nephews, or for confirmation. He did not present a survey to his neighbors or his leaders or his country. Instead, he established, this is VanCauwenbergh, what I need to hear, a clear-cut goal. Clear-cut to the effing point of building a temple. Okay, so I was like, okay. Now this is, seriously, guys, this is my third or fourth time reading this mess. And I just got that moment. It says, do you really know what you want in life? I say this all the time to people. And I'm like, but VanCauwenbergh, what do you really want in life? So I highlighted. I was like, okay, I get it. What do you long to be remembered when your life is over? I remember that. I got broken on that one before. What goal presently, like right now, excites and energizes you? Ooh, what goal? Hey, ladies and gents, apply this to yourself. What goal that excites and energizes you presently, right now? When you are alone and away from everyone else, what do you dream of becoming, doing, or owning? Come on, let's go, Dr. Murdoch. And then my homeboy highlighted this. He goes, passion is the best answer to pain. And I was like, I posted that on Facebook and I just left it alone. And then, last night I picked up this book and it says, so I started right there. I started, passion is the best answer to pain. I'm like, I get it, And then it broke me. It says, learn to build your own well of blessing in the place where you are hurting the most. Uncommon, and is that me? Achievers have learned to use the pain of their past to birth the passion for the future. So I had to get on Facebook right then in front of my daughter. Oh, I'm sorry. Technology's on for the moment. Uncommon achievers have learned to use the pain of their past to birth a passion for the future. The following 15 facts will help you achieve an uncommon dream in your life. And I was like, oh, here we go. And then I was like, oh, here we go. Dreams are born or borrowed. Stop borrowing the dreams of others. Think creatively. Use your own imagination. Think illogically for a few days. What would you attempt to do if you knew it was impossible to fail? I know some of you's got tears in your eyes right now. You should. What would you attempt to do if you knew it was impossible to fail? Number 2, your dream may require encouragement from others at first, but eventually your dream will so overwhelm you that you will be motivated others to follow you. Motivate others to follow you. Come on, savvy investors. My dream to give back, to give big, to help people be financially free. I'm going to drop my mission statement out. I've just finished it. I can't believe I've been running this business for almost 9 years. Wait, 9 years. And I have never written a mission statement. Ooh, you got to start with why. Number 3, your dream does not always require the approval of everyone you love. That's right. Ooh, it makes it easier, but you don't have to get approval from people. Ooh, I learned this other day that you can't help what other people feel or think about what you said to them. You can't help them. That's on them. Some will sneer at you, some will envy you, and others will be too self-absorbed to care. Come on, Dr. Murdoch. That's what I need. Oh, come on. Some will sneer at you. I get it. I get that. Some will envy, yeah, whatever. But others will be too self-absorbed to care. Woo, I put that on. I put an arrow on that mother. Woo, come on, bring it. Dr. Murdoch. Number 4, your dream can start with whatever it is in your heart today. Big things always begin small. Acorns became oak trees. I'm telling you, this is where I need to be. I was reading a book the other day about acorns becoming oak trees. Number 5, You already have what it takes to launch an uncommon dream. What is it? Desire. Feed it and it will become a strong desire. Fuel it more and it will become an obsession. Your obsession will become the magnet that pulls others towards you to participate in your dream. Come on, I'm obsessed about financial freedom. I'm obsessed about getting deals to help other people. Because I was talking to a dude today about Kenya, not the dude in Oklahoma City, so don't get me wrong, but the dude, Chad Harris. Okay, Chad today asked me, hey dude, I got this fourplex. What do you think? And so I was breaking it down. It's fun doing property outside of my zone, like out of my, and I go, here's my standards. This is what I look for. This is what I want to make. And I was like, bro, if you get this property, that's $1,200 a month. What would that do in Kenya? Man, I'm so involved in my friend's dream that he's so obsessed that it motivates me that I want to participate. Man, I could have been on that coaching call for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. I mean, how can we make more money for Kenya? I was like, the next thing I said, man, that would build a lot of wells for people. And I wasn't saying this to manipulate. I mean, this is what I was feeling. His obsession with the sacrifices that homeboy made and gave 4 years of his life to just to other people. And he coming back buying over 50 units and just his heart and giving back and the desire to just go back to Kenya every year and give back. I'm like, dang, come on. That's an obsession. And I want to participate in my homeboy's dream. Number 6, your dream will require a true hunger. Are you hungry for attainment? Have you ever watched a small child play with his food? He isn't really hungry. He prefers to get out of his high chair and run around the room with his little friends. Stop. You know you need to hear this. Snap to it. Stop dabbling with your dreams. Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, let me hear it. Come on. Can you hear me? Stop dabbling. Like get funky with it. Oh, I had to put it down. I had to hit snap. You will never accomplish your dreams without being hungry. Les Brown, Google it up. Get in YouTube right now. I am hungry. Memorize that. Get it inside of you. Les Brown, I am. Are you hungry enough? You're complaining that you're not making money because you're not hungry enough. Are you willing to work when everybody's sleeping? Are you not? People are. I'm motivating people on a marathon. Let me tell you, it's not easy up in this effing marathon. Let me tell you right now. Getting up the other day at 5, trying to run 12 miles. I didn't even hit the 12, only hit 6, and it's on my mind. I got up today at 4 because I have this goal. I'm hungry. Are you hungry? I got this building, and it's cool that some people, I have friends that listen to this podcast, and I was going to do a whole podcast on this commercial building I'm buying. It's pretty an elaborate deal. Phase 1 commercial. I'm going to break all this down on a podcast. Okay, it's cool because some of my homeboys are like, man, how's that going with the phase 1? I'm like, how did he know? I'm like, how do you know? And I'm like, oh, I need to tell people where I'm at with this transaction. Well, anyway, I'm buying this commercial building, and it's not easy, okay? And you got to be hungry for real. Like most people, like going past a phase 1, and then I had to throw in some more cash. We're up over $10,000. This is a lot of money for me in general. Okay. But I had this thought the other day. Look, would you pay $1,000 for some to do some due diligence? Probably. Well, Steven, you can't expect to do $1 million deals with a $500 all-in due diligence inspection. So after I did the phase 1, they found some contaminants on the property. Apparently there was some kind of dry cleaning madness. And so I was pressured at the moment. I'm going to lose this deal, or do I keep going? And I got the phase 2 done. That's where I'm at right now. I got the report back on the phase 2. At the same time, I got to jungle with the bank, make sure jungle with the seller so he doesn't pull out. And that's where I'm at right now. And then they found some trace contaminants, and then it's a standstill. It's a risk. Like there's a way that I can close this deal. I figured it out. Not creatively, just close it. But then I'm stuck with a property that in 10 years, 15 years, I may have to unload somehow. And I can't because there's trace contaminants. It's knowledge now. You have to disclose this. So then I have to make a choice. I can hustle and be stuck with an egg. And I realized, and I hope that you get this one message, ladies and gentlemen, peeps, that you're not going to be the same person. It's awesome to be growing. I'm telling you, that's where I'm at. I realized 2 years ago that, I'm not the same person I was 6 months ago. I love Facebook, time hop or whatever, and you just see how much I've transformed physically. Internally, I still think I'm fat, chubby, doopy-doo, but I look in the mirror, I'm like, oh, well, I didn't realize that I was in a meeting the other day, and there was a bigger woman. I don't know how to say it in a nice way. And she didn't believe I was starving in this meeting. I got up in this meeting and grabbed somebody's bread and started eating. First of all, it's intuitive eating. It's a book. You cannot stop your hunger. You suppress your hunger, then you become ravenous, and then you just overeat. Steve VanCauwenbergh. So I ate this piece of bread in front of this girl, and I apologized. I said, hey man, I've been doing this thing called intuitive eating, and I got to listen to my body. I can't suppress my body. If it's hungry, homeboy's got to eat. I'm sorry I snatched your bread. This meeting went too long, la-da-da. And I said, at one time I weighed 316 pounds. This chick did not believe me. She thought I was lying. I was like, no, for real. Let me show you some pictures. So I showed her some pictures, and she looked at these pictures, and she's like, that's not you. I'm like, chick, yo, that is me. Chubba Love, Steve VanCauwenbergh, 2019. This is Fat Boy not too long ago. And so I was realizing, she don't know me. She don't know. And I was like, wow. You can change. You could be. This girl has no idea who I am. I'm in a meeting, and I'm curious to think what she thinks of me. Well, who cares? But the reality is, I'm not that fat dude no more. And I realized, I'm like, dude, when I first wrote my book, The Savvy Landlord, I was like, I'm never going to sell any houses. Assets paid. It's so crazy. The market's so hot. I'm dumping all these dumpy properties. And I'm kind of a hypocrite. I'm selling properties. I would never sell an asset. But you change. You've got to accept the fact that you're going to change. You're not going to be the same. I want to buy this commercial building, and I already have a plan. It's already worth X amount. I can cash flow day one, and I'm hungry. But I'm like, Steven, you're not going to be the same person 3 years from now, 6 months from now. You're going to have double the assets. What? Yes, it's possible. Look how much you've grown in a short amount of time, just mentally, just physically. Why can't you apply that same skill set to your business? And I'm like, yeah, I'm talking to myself, coaching myself up at this mother. So I realized I'm not going to pull the trigger on this building because I was hungry for the instant cash flow. I'm like, what is it going to look like in 10 years? 10 years from now, my son's going to be 18. He may be running the show. Or my daughter, which I know she will because she's gangster. This chick can negotiate. Kennedy Grace VanCauwenbergh. And then you got Katie Ball. Now she's just turned 6, so she'll be 16. She'd be dipping in a ride. Got her own little whip because I'm not giving any more rides. And she's going to be like managing that property maybe. Maybe none of them will be managing any property, but I'm not going to be the same person. I'm going to have more gray hair. I'll probably be traveling more, right? So you've got to think about what's the best decision now, but also for the future. So I have to go through the pain, the mick and the mire of this commercial building. The gnarly thing about this beast is like I got tons of correspondence with testing and phasing and banks and sellers and realtors. I'm getting hammered. And I got this awesome investor that I love. This homie, I don't want to say his name because he's legit OG. And I'm forwarding emails to him. I'm like, dude, look at this, look at this, look at this, look what I'm dealing with. He's like, bro, it's over my head. And when homie said that, this is my financial wizard, dude. And he's like, it's over my head. I was like, wow, I'm stepping into out of the comfort zone area. And that's where you need to be, VanCauwenbergh. You need to grow, stretch, because 3 months from now, 6 months from now, you're not going to be the same person. Think about it. Stop dabbling in your dreams. Number 6, you will never accomplish a dream without being hungry. Number 7, your dream must become your magnificent obsession. Whew, come on, magnificent obsession. Many things are important, but an uncommon dream always determines what you do first every day. I got this young buck on my team right now. I'm like, bro, you need to, like, I broke this principle, and you all know this. Plan. Dude, I call this dude. Sometimes he sleeps in. I'm like, sometimes I'm like, dude, meet me here at the gym at 4:30. Dude shows up. I'm like, dude, meet me here at this time. Dude shows up. And then I call him sometimes he's asleep. I'm like, listen, from now on, you need to plan the night before. I mean, you got to lock it up. You got to know where you're going. You can't let things happen by chance. Many things are important, but uncommon dreams always determine what you do first every day. What is your eat that frog? What's your first thing? Like me, tomorrow morning, DEQ, Department of whatever the freak it is, you contaminate. I mean, I got to ride these jokers. I got to hang out with these people, convince them to do more tests and figure out what it's going to cost. La-da-da-da-da, slap in the face. That's the first thing I got to do because that's what I'm hungry for. Number 8, your dream must be energizing enough to cause you to make change in your daily routine. Yes, young buck, you got to get up early if you want to be a triathlon. Look, you got to watch a little bit more YouTube. I met with this dude today, and he's like, hey, when he came into the session today, he's like, yeah, I did everything you told me to do. I did this. I said, okay, now you ready. So what you got to do is change your routine and spend this much time on this and this much time, and you got to get it done. Your dream must be energizing to cause you to just change stuff, change directions, change jobs. Your dream must inquire enough to attract your attention, strong enough to keep your attention, and deserve enough to qualify you for a total focus. Come on. Number 9, uncommon dream will require immediate attention. Move now. Move quickly. Decisively avoid anything today that is temporary or faddish. Dude, you got to, like, the law of diminishing intent. I mean, a lot of people, they just miss opportunities because they're sleeping. Or, yeah, I'm going to do it and I'm going to jump on it later. No, I'm telling you, last night or the other night, I watched the Game Changer movie, and I've been a vegan before, and I fell off the wagon, thought I needed protein because I was going to be somebody's super BBE. And I'm like, nope, watch the movie, instant, put it right on Facebook, get clowned up. Yep. I'm gonna tell the world, yep, VanCauwenbergh's back on vegan. I had to take a little couple month pause and realize, dude, no cheese, no eggs, no red meat, which is easy for me because I haven't had red meat in years now. But the point is, plant-based, 110, 100. Can you do it? It's immediate. I posted it, and I knew it. Some people would be clowning me, and my wife was like, I really don't want to share. No, I'm sharing this. Yes, because I need the backlash. I need the people to think that I'm some back in. It don't matter what they think, but this is where I'm at today. This is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to be committed. And I hope you, my friends that do listen to this deal, you see me out and about. Hey, VanCauwenbergh, you said no cheese. Number 10, your dream deserves your total focus. Focus will keep you passionate, creative, and persistent. It will remove the clutter of your unnecessary appointments from your day. And this is a tough one for me, man, because I love people. I love want to hold on to people, and I want to help people. I would say I'm a closet people pleaser, and it's hard for me to say no. But some homeboy, somebody I love says, hey man, can you roll by this property and check it out? And I'm like, yo, I can't right now. I'm sorry. And then somebody else asked me something else, and I said no. And I'm like, because I had to keep my vision, my dream in perspective. There's a lot of things that I'm failing, that I'm not finishing, like this building, or speaking in Ohio. I'm coming hot up in this mug. If you don't know about the Ohio RIA, you have missed out. Get your ticket right now, October 30th. I'm speaking on the 31st, Halloween. Bring it in hard. I should start off with a prayer. All day session, all new material, all on landlording. This is how you hire my staff. I'm telling you, I'm bringing out the secrets. And then Vina asked me to speak on Saturday at 3:00. I'm like, I'm going to bring a second session, all for the same ticket price, no extra juice. You need to come. If you're in Ohio, come check out your boy Thursday all day, and Saturday, which is probably November 1st or something like that. Anyway, sidetrack, my bad. Okay, here we go. This is number 10 was so hot. I circled it, tripled up, and then I hit the wow on it. It says, your dream deserves your total focus. Will you keep your passionate, creative, and persistent? Will it move the clutter of unnecessary appointments from your day? Say no. Passive people may find your persistence uncomfortable. They're not going to like you. Your passion intimidates them. So they look elsewhere to find someone else to feed their lazy and sluggish walk through life. And I had to add the word damn. It's reverse saying it again. Passive people may find your persistence uncomfortable. I know this. There's some folks in my life, they kind of they too busy for you, boy. That's okay. Your passion intimidates them. So they look elsewhere to find someone else to feed their lazy and sluggish walk through life. Come on, can I get a damn? Number 11, your dream may require a geographical change. Come on, MJ DeMarco, that's my boy. Forever faithful to him. Millionaire Fast Lane, Unscripted Life. If you don't know about his geographical change, that was where he snapped. He was driving a limo, going nowhere with a degree, thinking about something, got thrown off in the limo, and he's just pissed, going nowhere, making chump change. And he's like, why am I living in Chicago in the winter? I'm telling you, when I read that in the book, I was like, go, boy, go. Sure enough, he on a leap of faith and a few $100s made it to Phoenix. And if you follow that dude at all, he's the real blanking deal. That's my homeboy MJ DeMarco, Millionaire Fast Lane. You want a book that will bring you to the next level? Don't worry about the Savvy Landlord. You get MJ DeMarco's book, Millionaire Fast Lane. Snap, tap, and then if you want to get broken about society, like what are you doing on a daily? Unscripted will change you, mold you, and make you rethink about it. But your dream may require you might have to move to Virginia, or you may have to say no to Virginia, or you may have to move to Texas. Do you dream about being somewhere else? Like what does it look like? Like, I know this friend of mine, my neighbor, man, this dude talks about Colorado all the time. And even last night he came over and I was like, yo, why don't you, dude, you need to move to Colorado. He's like, if I can find work. Oh, man, my heart broke for the dude. What you mean find work? You're in a service-based business. You own a company. You service people. What in the world? You could service people all over the world. Come on. Man, we just get limiting beliefs. This dude has a dream, but he doesn't want to be a well, what's keeping him in Oklahoma? I heard the schools in Colorado are better. Now, let me tell you something. I'm all about Oklahoma. I'm for life here for now. I don't know when I get a little bit older with my children, but I'm telling you, you might need to change the scenery. Where? Why haven't you moving forward to it? You're number 12. Your dream will always require an assistance of others. Man, that's where I'm at right now, ladies and gents. I probably said this 3 or 4 times on the podcast. I had one dude reach out to me. Listen, I am trying to grow an empire to bless other people, to bless you and others. We trying to make a whole new platform that inspires people, that helps people be financially free and not take advantage of them and charge $40,000. Okay? If you want to be a part of a successful team like us, Savvy Investors, let your boy know. Facebook, text message, somehow, somewhere. You want to volunteer, you want to bless somebody, you want to bless yourself, you want content that was just real deal and we doing it, then hit me up. Your dream will require other people. You are the top 10 people necessary to birth and complete the dream in your life. Write down their names. What are your expectations of them? And be specific. Man, I'm telling you, I just did that. I'm like, I've got to find someone to take over Investor Weekend. I got to have someone. We're already moving into Sacramento. Hey, anybody on the West Coast, we coming out there 2020 Investor Weekend style. It's going to be hot. Who is it? Who wants to be a part of the team? I'm looking for someone right now that kind of just likes events, likes to talk to people, wants to be organized and just be a part of the team. And I was the other day, I was like, man, I need to write out a job description. I need to know exactly what I'm looking for. I can't just pray and say, oh, I need to hire somebody. Oh, how much I'm gonna pay? I don't know. What is it worth to you? Write the I want them to make calls. I want them to connect with speakers. I want them to know social media. I want them to not be afraid to call up a sponsor and say, hey, we're doing Investor Weekend. It's going to be hot. Do you want to join us? Do they have the tenacity to work? Do they want to work hard? Do they want to grow? What's the deal? Write down your expectations. Be specific, pinpoint exactly what you want them to know. That brings me up to a phenomenal point. Before I got married, I need to tell my marriage story, how I met my wife. But the interesting thing is that there's this exercise or idea that we've heard, that I heard at a younger, maybe it's through Jim Rohn or Brian Tracy or Zig Ziglar, about writing exactly what you want in a mate. First of all, if you want something specific in the mate, you're going to have to deliver kind of what you're looking for, okay? So if you want to be a healthy athlete, you can't be chubby dub, okay, and ask for some banging chick when you can't even get up some flight of steps, okay? So if you want some banging chick, or a banging boy, you got to get that on lock up yourself. So you should write out everything you want in a mate to the T. Like, I want to be athletic, I want it to be blank, 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 blank. What's so crazy? My wife wrote out those expectations. My wife wrote out like 110. I want him to be this. I want him to do that. And I got to find that list. But I only missed 2 on that total list. And I had a list at the time. Now for men, it's a little bit hard. I think I had like 60 things on my list. And Shanae had every one of those things on the list. You don't know what you're looking for if you don't write it down. If you don't know what you're going for, you got to write it down. You won't get there. If you don't got a dream, you got someone else's dream. You got to be real specific, and you got to create an expectation of what you want. Pinpoint exactly what you want. Number 13, your dream may require extraordinary negotiations with others. Sam Walton, Mr. Walmart, did this when he wanted to create the #1 store in America. He went to his vendors. He negotiated with his owners of major companies for lower prices on their products. Okay. Savvy. He told them his plan and said, I will need your cooperation. He insisted, fought, negotiated every inch of the way. He wanted to give his customers the best prices possible in America, and he required the same commitment from these manufacturers of these products. He negotiated until he secured their cooperation, and they were rewarded with tremendous orders and profits. Sam Walton knew the golden secrets to success, golden secrets necessary to make his dream come true by negotiating. Hey, some of you out there need to hear this one right here. You need to negotiate with your wife, with your spouse, with your husband, with your partner, whoever the frick you're rolling with. I have to negotiate with my wife all the time. And I'm like, Shanae, here, this is where I'm at right now. I'm working on this BBE, best body ever. And I got this dream, and she just wasn't about me traveling to far places to do these marathons. But we had a come to Jesus meeting. I'm like, this is what my dream is. This is what I want to do. And we negotiated. And then the same thing for the Savvy stuff. I'm like, this is my dream. This is what I would like to do. I would love to help you with your dream. What would you like to do? And we negotiated. You got to negotiate. Number 14, you must always build your daily agenda around your dream. Schedule every appointment accordingly. This basic Allen stuff, David Allen, get things done. You need to write it in your calendar. If you don't get it right in your calendar, it won't get it done. And this happened to me exactly the other day. I wrote on there, open up an HSA account. We'll finalize my HSA account, and I had it on at 9 o'clock at night in my reminder. By the time 9 o'clock rolls around, dude, I'm out. I'm struggling to get to the bed. Like, man, did I floss? And then today when I woke up, I didn't want to do it. Or the next day I woke up, I didn't want to do it. And then it was on my mind. And so I finally did it when I didn't want to, but I had to put it in my calendar first, and it gnawed at me. You got to put it down on your calendar and your appointments accordingly. Number 15, the final, okay? You must nurture and protect those relationships connected to your dream, aka your wife, okay? You must nurture and protect Mention your dream in every telephone conversation. When friends request a gift list from you, give them the gift linked to the completion of your dream. Hey, I'm telling you, is it reaching your goals? Are the people around you reaching your goals? Dexter Yeager is one of the most uncommon men I know. This is the author writing. He's a true companion. I urge you to read his book. Don't let anybody steal your dream. I haven't read it yet. But Dexter writes this. He says, the successful person associates with those who support his dream and believe it. Whew, come on. That's the only people I want around me. If you follow me the last couple weeks, it's like step up your game. This is like read the Bible. This is what I spoke into existence. This was just a confirmation that I just got back. It said those successful associates with those who support with their dreams. I only want to roll with people that are down with what I'm down with. And I'm only going to roll with people that I'm down with what they're down with. Develop a passion for your dream like Solomon did is one of the golden secrets that helped him become the richest man who ever lived. Listen, I'm not trying to be the richest man that ever lived. I'm just trying to live life to the fullest. Are you committed? Are you down? Are you writing your goals? Are you reading? Are you listening to podcasts? Are you listening to audiobooks? We got a book not coming out. The next one in the book club, Killing Sacred Cows. So powerful, you're going to freak out. Anyway, this is your boy, Stephen VanCauwenbergh. Doop-a-doo-doo. We got some cool things going down. We had to move the Louisiana date. It's coming up. I'll be down there in January, I think. I can't remember. It's on the website. Go to thesavvybootcamp.com. Investor Weekend 2020. You want to be part of the team, let your boy know. If you have some questions, I'm working on a bunch of creative financing right now, wrapping up a course that we're going to roll out. If you got any of those questions subject to, let me know. I'd love to educate you on that. Signing off. Take care. Let me know what you think.
What is the Savvy Bootcamp? Are you struggling to get to the next level as a business owner, as an investor? Do you want to multiply your income? Sign up for the Savvy Bootcamp, a strategic and supercharged one-night and one-day event designed to shortcut your learning process and propel you forward. Just value, no upsells, and an intimate setting to build relationships with like-minded investors. We will be covering how personality profiling can make you a millionaire, outsourcing and the nitty-gritty of maximizing your property management, scaling your business through systems and automation, technology hacks you should be using every day, and how to raise private money. Go to www.savvybootcamp.com now to register or to find out more.
Thanks for listening to the Savvy Radio Show. Glide online and listen to our other motivating episodes at savvyradioshow.com. Connect on Twitter at LandlordBook and always be buying assets.